everybody. How we doing? Red guy here.
And blue guy here.
Blue guy, what's going on?
Well, I just figured 'tis the season, so I wanted to set up the blue side here a little bit more Christmassy. And I mean, what better way to start the Christmas season with the ultimate Christmas movie/video game?
Like, The Year Without a Santa Claus?
No!
Home Alone?
Hell no!
The Grinch.
We're talking Die Hard.
Die Hard. What's
I'm
that?
talking John McClane, Hans Gruber, the Nakatomi Plaza. It's not Christmas until Hans Gruber hits the pavement.
Oh,
And I know there's two types of people in the world.
Yes.
Those who say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and those that are wrong.
Is that how it goes?
Because it is the ultimate Christmas movie. So, if there's people out there that don't know Die Hard, first of all, that's a sin. But if there are people that don't know, tonight I was going to go out of my comfort zone, and I was going to read a book.
Wow, Blue guy, you're gonna read?
I'm going to read.
You don't ever read.
I am, but can you see my camera? Here we go. I'm going to read.
Oh, are we jumping right into that right now?
Oh no, I'm just showing everybody.
Okay, just showing.
Tonight we are reading Die Hard, the Christmas book.
Ooh. I'm gonna switch over to your bigger screen here just so we can see a little better. And to make sure that the mics and everything are working, can everyone still hear us? Test, test, test. We just set this window up just now. Blue guy, test your mic for me, would you?
Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. Tonight will be Die Hardy. We will die hard. We might die hard with a vengeance. We could live free and die hard. It could be a good day to die hard. It could be Die Hard too.
I feel like this goes on forever. See, we've got 7 people in. Who's ready? Sound off in the chat. Who's ready for Blue guy to read Die Hard Christmas? Look, we even have hats now. I got a red hat.
I got a blue
Blue guy's
hat.
got a blue hat.
Oh, and I got my fun sweater. Can you see it on the camera?
You can.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
How does that go again?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Also, if you look in the sound alerts, we did
Add a bunch
some
of Die
fun
Hard sound
Die Hard
alerts.
sounds.
And they're free.
Um,
They better be free.
I actually, they were the most expensive ones in there.
You're a horrible person. They're not. They're free. Go in there and play the Die Hard ones. I love Die Hard. It makes me happy and overjoyed. Sigil says he's ready. An awesome sweater. Thank you, Sig. Thank you.
Hey, motherfucker.
Oh, there it is. Woo. All right, who out there's ready in the studio audience? Who wants to hear me read this book? I got to know. I need a little encouragement before I do it because reading's not my strong
I
point.
thought that's what the Blantons was for.
I do have Blanton's. That is the whiskey of the evening. Blanton's. Because it's expensive and
All right.
because it's delicious and hard to find.
All right, we're switching over to the Blue guy. Big screen cam. Here it goes.
Sophia says, love your name. I like my name, too. It's a good one.
Blue guy?
Red guy's okay, I guess. It's unique.
Is that what it is? Is that what we're calling it? Unique.
All
I
right.
forgot my camera's not even on. So
For those of you just following, again, I am about to read, and it's not a super long story, but it is a tale of a hero, the tale of a miracle, and the best Christmas movie.
I should text
ever
your mom
given
and
to
tell her
us.
you're going to read a book. She'd be shocked.
All right, let me get ready here. Are you about ready there, Red guy?
Hey, this is all you, bud.
Okay, let's find a good way to hold this with there's my microphone. And I'm going to show the pictures too. Like back in the day with school, you remember the teacher like, turn the book and you could see it. I'm going to do that.
The pictures were the only part you paid attention to.
Oh, leave me alone. We're going to be reading Die Hard Christmas, written by Doogie Horner and illustrated by J.J. Harrison. It's also fun with not a lot of light. 'Twas the night before Christmas.
Do you want your candles?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Let me start over again. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and up in the tower, everyone was partying except for one wallflower. Rick, I'm going to need you to tell me if you can see the pictures because
bring it-
my
bring it down
computer's
a little bit.
lagging really bad.
There you go.
Okay, good. So if you would, please just stay on that
Yep.
for me.
Here's what I can do for you, actually, there, blue fella.
All right.
Sophia Deborah says, can you speak a little bit louder?
I sure can. John McClane missed his wife. Things just weren't the same since Holly had moved west and changed her last name. He tried to win her back, but still she said no. while unbeknownst to them, there was trouble below. A truck had pulled up, and who should disembark but 14 men whose intentions were dark. See it?
I see it.
Okay.
It is there. It's a thing.
They spoke not a word and unloaded big crates. They cut phone lines and locked all the gates. Carl swept the ground floor, shooting every guard dead, while visions of barabons danced in his head. John took off his shoes, making fist with his toes. It actually worked. Well, what do you know? When out in the lobby there arose such a clatter, he sprung to the door to see what was the matter. When what to his wondering eyes should appear, holy crap, there are terrorists here? John hid under a table where no one could see and watched Hans question Mr. Takagi. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4. Give me the codes to open the vault door. I don't know the codes, so go ahead and shoot. Okay, said Hans Gruber, and ruined Takagi's suit. John tried to call the cops by pulling an alarm, but instead called the bad guys who tried to cause him harm. But John killed Tony, who had very small feet, and sent him to the terrorists as a Yuletide treat. He put a Santa hat on, the German, and eyes all aglow, wrote, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho." Carl was furious. Tony was his brother. He chased John across the roof, and they shot at each other. John was able to escape through the ventilation shafts. Come out to the coast, he sighed. We'll have a few laughs.
I get that reference now.
You're welcome. At Nakatomi Tower, Sergeant Powell appeared. He checked the whole lobby and saw nothing weird. He pulled away but didn't get far before Marco landed on the hood of his car. Powell drove away backwards, screaming in fright. "Welcome to the party, pal!" John yelled with delight. More police arrived, the FBI and a SWAT team, but Hans didn't mind. It was all part of his scheme. More rapid than eagles, his henchmen they came, and he radioed and shouted and called them by name. Now Eddie, now James, now Franco, now Yuli, on Fritz and on Carl, hair long and unruly. They shot the SWAT tank with a surface-to-air missile and knocked it away like the dawn of a thistle. Now John McClane was angry indeed. He blew up 2 terrorists and called them jerkweeds. Ellis told Hans, "Booby, I'm your white knight." Hans shot him dead, giving the hostages a fright. Hans went to go check on the explosives fuse and saw that poor John wasn't wearing any shoes at all. John fled from Carl and Hans, but alas, he had run barefoot over sharp, broken glass. His feet, how they hurt, his soles oh so bloody. John crawled to the bathroom and called his good buddy. John was weary and ready to throw in the towel until he got a pep talk from Sergeant Al Powell. Powell was chubby and plump, a right jolly old cop, and he trusted the cowboy and the tattered tank top. But a reporter was probing into McClane's life and revealed that Holly was actually John's wife. Hans quickly flipped over the gold picture frame. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. McClane." His clothes all tarnished with ashes and soot, John staggered to the roof, bloody and barefoot. The explosives were wired to the rooftop with care, in hopes that the hostages soon would be there. John warned everyone the roof would soon blow as the chopper strafed him with high-powered ammo. Around his waist he tied a fire hose tight and screamed an oath, jumping into the night. He dangled in the air and gritted his teeth while flames encircled the tower like a wreath. Fiercely fighting his way back inside, John yelled out, "Hans!" He was done trying to hide. He limped to the vault like an old man on crutches, only to find Holly in his filthy clutches. John dropped his gun, put his hands on his head. It seemed he and Holly soon would be dead. But with the secret gun taped to his back, John shot Hans in a surprise attack. Hans fell out the window, still holding Holly's arm, and slowly, deliberately raising his firearm. The tenacious villain held on by his nails till John unhooked Holly's watch and said, "Happy trails." Bear bonds fluttered like fresh fallen snow as Holly embraced her blood-spattered hero. So Merry Christmas to all, be kind to one another, and most of all, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was A Christmas by Die Hard. My favorite Christmas movie and my favorite book to you guys.
Damn, Blue Guy, that was impressive.
It's a good book.
You're getting like hypes in the chat here. Sigil says Blue Guy rocks at storytelling.
Sometimes. Only when it holds dear.
When it means something to the Blue Guy.
That's right.
He's all about the reading. So,
what'd you guys think of the story? I think it's kind of fun. I mean, yes, it's the typical Die Hard movie, but it definitely had that the holiday feel. Whoever not whoever, I know who wrote it, but the writer did a hell of a job, in my opinion. So I had to share that with the studio audience, and I had to get December started right. I mean, the pie snowballed a red guy's face in our little stream schedule. It's a good start.
What did you guys think of the stream schedule? I thought that one was pretty good.
I had a mighty shaving cream beard.
Yes, you did. It was impressive. I was impressed.